Hi you guys, it's Saturday evening. This is just a really quick video I'm putting out there because here are some pieces we cannot miss. Just looked at this right now. I've had questions about this guy, Alex Navalny, returning to Moscow, Russia at the time that he did. Remember, he's the one, Stubbs' opponent in the elections, who was recently poisoned, almost died. He returned to the Russia this week. Massive, major protests there. Hundreds of thousands of people protesting, even in the minus 50-degree winds. Huge uprisings. And this whole week I've been asking, why did he choose to come back to Russia now? At first, I was thinking there was a Davos connection, but the connection I'm seeing is because of the people she knows and the information he has about her and her people over in the Russia and what they did to Russia and our elections. So he came back this week, I think, to leverage the timing of Biden's inauguration. And because he was abroad, I don't think he would have just willy-nilly on his own go back to Moscow unless he knew for certain and was advised, okay, if you're going to go, this is the time to go, because a lot of things are in motion right now. We know what's happening to the Republican Party and Donald and the insurrection and the ties of dark money funding the insurrection to dark money groups directly to the Republican Party. We know that. So there's that. Of course, with the inauguration of Joe Biden, and I was happy to hear this week that the Biden administration finally acknowledged Alex Navalny. So I had to quickly do a Taroscope on Alex Navalny and what does he know, because here are some other names you need to know, and I think they might create some buffering, so I'm going to try to say them slowly. They are huge players. This guy, where is he? Sergey. He's missing. Nobody knows his whereabouts. He was part of the Trump organization, as he had a Trump organization email. He is the one that was responsible for all of, is it the documentations for like the Trump Tower Moscow? Like if you're going to have a letter of intent signed for Donald to have a Trump Tower Moscow, like Michael Cohen was talking about, you need a person in the Russia to be doing the footwork for the documentation. That's him. He also was unreported in some OEG forms. But somehow what was not reported in these forms through Trump.org is related to the emoluments clause being violated. I know this is very disjointed. I'm just telling you these names so that you just have a basic kind of understanding of the names and the players, because I think they're going to be coming back, okay? He had a Trump.org email. You know what, let me look this up again because I don't want to mess this up. So, oh, because of a trademark office. Here we go. Come on. Trademark office. Can we focus here? Okay. Trademark office. DT for president. Filing date May 3rd, 2017. There's his email. There's Alan. That name is important, Alan Garten, for this proceeding. So that is through the trademark office. This is, so remember Don McGahn, White House counsel. Oh, sorry, my hands are really dirty. He was employed through Jones Day. Jones Day, I'm sure you've probably heard of them. Look at this. McGann and the firm of Jones Day, they started in 2003 with Putin, with a major oil deal in BP. But this explainer of what Jones Day is, they opened in 2004, following the firm's introduction to the Russian market. Alpha Group, Access Renova. Okay, so you guys, Alpha Group, you know that's related to Alpha Bank. Alpha Bank has a credit card program that merged with Richard DeVos and Amway, 2014. This document I have somewhere in my Twitter, but there was a merger, Alpha Bank and Amway Corporation. This is also part of Access and Renova. Access Industries is kitty corner from Trump Tower, New York. Access Industries is the one who gave is represented by Len Blavatnik. He gave money to Scott Walker, Lindsey Graham. He might have given it to McCain. But Blavatnik, Governor Walker of Wisconsin, Lindsey Graham, and others. This is huge what's coming out. So, these are the players. We've got Alex, Sergey, Trump Org, Don McGann. Remember, the House just recently subpoenaed him. Jones Day that hired him back in 2003-04. Jones Day, who also did a thing with Alpha Bank and Russia Oil, who also worked with Access and Renova Group. That goes to them. So, this Taroscope, Alex Navalny, why are you returning now? Card of the reading. The ultimate money and power. We see this all the time when it comes to Russia power money. There's the 10 wands. The 10 of wands, remember, are Donald's financial burdens for the elections. I think we've hit the jackpot. Who is he? The 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, my camera does not align with what's going on with my hand here. The 10 of Pentacles. The Trump organization. All the oligarchs tied together in one big bow. The astrology said look to the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Donald's money and his attacks. The secret with Alex returning, we have the Ace of Swords. The truth, the Queen of Swords, those are laws of other lands, and it could be lawmakers, but how they were broken and the fraud behind them. The hidden enemy is all the treason and betrayal that's going on. This is why he returned to Russia when he did, and it's going to affect DC. The Taroscope said, in this area of secrets, look to the 8th house of beginnings of endings. And what do we have in beginnings and endings? Sorry, this is a mess. The Ace of Wands, the actions that were taken for the oligarchs, the wealthy business people, this elite group of oligarchs in the United States and in the Russia. The Taroscope said then, because of beginnings and endings, with the truth and the laws that are broken, we go to the beginnings and endings, to the 5th house of creativity, which is right here, the 7 of Pentacles. this stockpile, this huge investment that was made into Donald. Okay. Who are his friends, his hopes and his wishes? Alex Navalny is a very supportive leader. He is hoping the leadership of the United States will be a friend and help out and reveal through communications what's going on, and that we finally get the real picture of what's going on with Vlad. What's crowning him for the reason why Navalny returns to Moscow? Because in D.C., there's a Saturn return of age. Navalny has come back with information about bribes, money laundering, a Trump tower, a tower that is creating a lot of chaos in D.C. and around the world. In terms of the law, his faith and philosophy, we have the sacrifice. All those that have been sacrificed by the Knight of Swords, these digital armies, these undercover back channel agents, mafias globally, that are just out of control, namely the Capitol and the insurrection, the sacrifice that was made. I have one more thing to tell you guys. I don't want to interrupt, but I have to address this because I know I'm going to forget it. In this quarter moon over Washington, D.C., I had always wondered why this was, and I didn't get to mention it until now. The eastern horizon has Cancer, the moon. The United States sun is in Cancer, family home. When the sun rose that day and reached its highest point, it was at 28 degrees Pisces. The asteroid Moscow was right here at 29 degrees Pisces. I couldn't understand why Moscow would be so close to what is happening in the skies over Washington, D.C. Stay alert, because this is all leading to this full moon that's coming up here in about 5 days. It's going to get more intense and explosive. So, back to the Taroscope. We were talking about why he came back. Because he had truth about the laws that were being broken, that was leading to the end of Donald and the actions being taken by the oligarchs. Because they creatively put Donald in office with a stockpile of illegal motions and money. Navalny returned because he is a supportive leader. It was time for Biden to be inaugurated. And above everything else, Navalny has the information about the bribes and the money laundering that was paid out. There's Moscow. In terms of partnerships, and I'm sorry, this is such a mess. I wasn't planning to do this video. Partnerships and hidden enemies. The Seven of Swords reversed. We have forfeiture, things that have to be forfeited. Enemies, the people who stormed the Capitol. The astrology said, look to the second house of income. The reason why this happened, and Navalny knows, is because they know they're going to have to forfeit their income, and they're going to be traced back. The enemies of the United States are going to be traced back to the insurrection and Russia. The sixth house of public servants, we have temperance. That's supposed to make something better. It didn't. It's imploding. How documents and information, how our military, the Department of Defense, was compromised at Donald's behest, and the Department of Justice, Donald's coup on the department, and his rearrangement of our defense. This is military. Because 12th house escape, that has to do with, again, secrets and laws that were broken to install him. 5th house. 4th house defenses, United States of America. The transformation, the overturn of the United States with the Queen of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles, the money trail, and all of his little minions doing the work of Donald and the Rusher to take over the world. The third house of communications, he has the information about USA defenses and how defenses were compromised through breaking of laws. Second house, income gains values. The Ten of Cups, the Republican Party is broken. These are also the MAGAs coming out to destroy stuff. The mystery behind it all, the Black Moon Lilith, the pain of overturning and overrunning the Republican Party. That is what Navalny knows is related to. Navalny is a friend. He is a partner. He wants to help the United States and his people of Russia. Go, Alexi, go. Okay, you guys have a great night. We'll see you later.